Hi.
Hello, everybody.
You turned it on.
I did.
It's a good start.
It's running.
It is.
Yeah, that's an
Hello,
interesting.
all.
Yeah,
I'm really nervous for today.
I am too.
I mean, like nervous and excited a little bit, but mostly nervous.
Well, we were trying to come up with ideas, right? And half the battle of doing these is something that'll be entertaining and keep people's attention for longer than 30 seconds.
Well, we're doing it 3 days a week, and when we're at home, like sometimes there's a lot that happens, and then there's days that like just nothing happens. And this weekend was really boring.
That's not entirely true, because
more boring than us trying to go out in public the weekend before.
Right. But we found a new show that I absolutely love.
What?
Person of Interest.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I've already seen it. If you haven't
seen Person of Interest, like it's an older show, but it's good.
Right now.
And it's really weird. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Hello, Pops.
Hi, Bill.
So Person of Interest is actually a really good show that not only is like a criminal kind of thing. It's
like Criminal Minds.
But it's that super government conspiracy thing.
Yeah, with like
5G.
Eyes everywhere. And it's older. So then I already saw it a long time ago. But because I have the worst memory in the world, I don't remember what happens.
Right. So if you guys haven't seen Person of Interest, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So on Netflix, you can see what 5G in your future is going to look like. That's Person of Interest. That is it. It's 100% exactly what HR 2881 is.
And it has a little bit of everything.
Right.
It's a good show.
Hello, Bridget.
So we got
Xandra. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for joining. This is going to be an absolute shit show. Just fair warning. So what we did was, because we have a couple topics that we want to get into, but we want to put more time into them because they are a little bit more complex, I think. So one of them was like the federal funding for federal taxes. Like I'm going to do an entire thing on that, but I want to make sure that when I bring it to you and I give you all the information, that it's accurate and that it's as much information as I can possibly give you in an hour. So there's that.
Yeah.
And you have a topic that you want to do.
Yeah, which was a suggestion about prison. Stuff.
About a little bit criminal reform and stuff like that. So anyway, we have those topics that we're working on that we're going to bring to you guys, but we didn't want to rush into them. And so I want to make sure that when we go into that, because the Federal Reserve thing's a huge topic that covers a wide variety of things.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we do it right, so we're just dedicating our time to it.
I guess this weekend, so we ended up with 2 more children in the house. Right. So we went down and got your kids this weekend. So now we have a house full of teenagers and we've been busy. We started a 2,000-piece puzzle yesterday morning and it's almost done.
There's only like 50 pieces left. So we've been working on that thing.
Since yesterday morning, it's been nonstop puzzles. Right. So all of a sudden it was like, I don't know, the afternoon today. And it's like, oh, we have a podcast. At 6. Right. So we weren't prepared.
Yeah. I mean, not as prepared as we definitely should have been. So what we did was we put the kids to work. And so we made each one of them, there's 3 of them that are currently here. We made each one of them write down 5 questions and they're in a bucket.
A little Tupperware. We haven't looked at them.
We have no idea what's in there.
He said anything goes.
Anything goes.
Which was
maybe not the right idea.
They're 13, 14, and 16.
Yeah, it may have been I'm sorry in advance. I have no idea what's about to happen.
Or it could be really good.
It could be great or it could be terrible.
It could be really boring.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So
I'm going to let you pick the first
one.
No,
I don't know if I want to pick the first one.
Should we try and guess which kid wrote it?
Well, I know which one wrote them. But I mean, we're not going to do that.
We won't put them on
blast.
We're
not putting anybody on blast.
Well, it depends on what the question is. I might put them on.
So terrified.
Uh-oh.
Well, and I'm doing this. I'm pre-reading these because I know these 3.
Don't pre-read them. That's like cheating.
Who knows what?
Because now you know, and I don't. You're still pre-reading.
Wow. Okay. So this is an interesting one.
Okay.
If you had 5 lives, what would you do that you wouldn't do with only 1?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Skydiving.
Okay.
because I want to do it anyway. That's one for sure. Like I'm terrified of heights. For anyone that doesn't know, like I get complete vertigo when I get above like 20 feet.
Ditto. So,
and I don't, it's just like this weird.
I mean, you're already
thing.
halfway to 20 feet.
Yeah.
So you're already so tall.
Right. So skydiving is something I've always wanted to do. I don't have the backbone to do it. But a lot of people have said, hey, go do it.
Yeah. If I knew I wouldn't die or vomit, I'd probably skydive.
Yeah.
I'd be scared of
That's
puking,
one.
though.
I think swimming with sharks.
Oh God.
That's probably something else I would like to do. If I had it, if I knew I'd come out alive, I'd do it. But, and I don't mean in one of those cages, because that's not swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, I want the shark to be like right here.
I don't have a desire to do that, even if I had 10 lives.
Right.
I just don't like the ocean in general. So maybe in my third life, I would decide that I like the ocean, and then I would do it.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of things.
Anything right now of what I would do.
I think Mount Everest, like, I don't know that you need a life for that. Like, I mean, your chances of dying when you climb it aren't, I mean, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But I would like Mount Everest. I would love to do any of that kind of stuff. Mount Everest, or maybe go live with a pack of wolves. Like, just
I think if I had
see what they do. 5
lives, mine would be living in 5 different places. I want to live a life like in Thailand. I want to live a life in somewhere else.
Definitely want to come
like
back.
Scotland. Like I would want to live life in different cultures and in different environments. That's what I would want to do.
Yeah, 100%.
But I just don't have that daredevil bone in my body. Like I don't want to. I mean, I guess I would.
But if I was going to
ride
die,
a motorcycle, I would. I mean, but.
Like if I knew I was going to die and I had a chance to try again, I would. There's probably a lot, like riding motorcycles. I'm absolutely terrified. I've been on 2 and crashed them both.
Maybe that would be my one thing that I could think of.
But I would love to be able to do it and not fear dying.
I don't know if I don't do anything because I'm scared of dying.
I'm not scared of dying.
I think the stuff that I don't do in life is not because of that. It's one, I just either don't have an interest, or maybe a fear of heights. If I didn't have the fear of heights, would I do it? I don't know.
I'm not scared of dying at all. Like that doesn't like
I wouldn't. Yeah.
But I am worried more about like the wave that comes behind it.
Right, with the people that get affected by it.
Me personally, whatever. But
I feel like I cheated the question, but I really don't have anything I don't do because. I mean, maybe I would. Oh no, I wouldn't. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I would just want to live 5 different lives. And I know this sounds horrible and I don't mean it bad, but like I'd want one of those lives without kids and just travel, right? Maybe one of those lives like in just foreign places. Maybe one of those lives with 10 kids, which that one would hopefully and probably be my shortest life.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Or theirs.
Kidding. Just kidding.
Or theirs. You're there.
Not kidding.
Shortest. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah, it's all you. Oh, God.
Oh, this is nice writing. If you could be any famous person, who would you be and why?
Oh, mine's easy.
Is it asking like if we could be an existing famous person or if we ourselves as us would be famous? What would it be for?
No, I think you're like a person that's already famous. Like who?
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could be famous, I know who yours would be and I know
100%.
who mine would be.
You know,
and we would go together.
Oh, that means we'd have a duet.
We would.
Mine would 100% be Chris Stapleton.
And mine 100% would be Pink.
100%. Like, without a doubt, Chris Stapleton. That dude's voice is so sexy.
That's how I feel about Pink. I mean, both of them.
Yeah. Like,
and they have
he's one of those dudes that's he could go into a room and just be like, take control. Like, he's just so cool. But
hey, Tony.
He doesn't take over. Like, he doesn't have an ego.
Right. He's
100%.
He's cool, low key cool.
Yeah, but he's a badass.
But like with a big presence.
Right.
Yeah.
I love him.
I'd want to be Pink. I think she's a daredevil. She's totally fit and badass. She like is who she is. She's been through some stuff, but like she just seems like a cool person. Good mom. I think. I don't know her personally, but I'm assuming. But I mean, I don't know. I just think Pink is so much cooler than I could ever be if I ever tried.
Right.
So I just don't try.
Right. No, I'm right there with you. That's how I am with Chris. Like Chris Stapleton is like
You're next.
way more country for sure.
He is. He's so cool.
He's
and
so
if
badass.
he probably just like, I wonder if he like looks at himself in the mirror and he realizes how cool he is.
No, he's so humble.
He probably doesn't. Huh?
No, he's so humble. Like I've seen so many interviews with him, and somebody even asked him, like, do you realize like the lure and the mysteriousness you bring? And he's like, I'm just a guy. Like
and he was even like that in concert when we saw him.
He's just cool as hell.
Yeah. Hey, Gina. All right. Next
up,
question.
Everybody?
So we're answering questions from the teens in our house. So far, so good.
Yeah, they haven't been bad, which is shocking.
Maybe they're scared of us enough that they're not going to.
Maybe so. Okay.
They won't get dinner. What
is your dream car or vehicle?
Gosh. We kind of talked about this what did we just talked about this? You and I a little bit.
Yeah. I don't necessarily have a.
Yeah. Yes, you do. I can answer yours right now.
Okay. What is it?
The Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
If you could pick one car right this second, that's the one it would be.
100%.
But what would mine be? Do you know?
No, because you change, like you look for things in cars that I don't grasp.
My car that I drive right now is
the 4Runner.
Yeah, I love my 4Runner.
I know that's what I said was your favorite car, but
I don't really have a need for anything other than so before the 4Runner that we got last year, which I love. Like I love our 4Runner.
It's a badass little truck.
I had a Lexus SUV, which was nice. You have to admit, like it was fun to drive. Like that's when
I didn't fit.
He didn't really fit. It was a little compact.
I have like a permanent scar bump right here on the side of my head from trying to get in the door.
But it had some fun little gadgets, but totally not necessary and nothing that I feel like I need in my life. Right. But I do kind of miss the little blinky thing on the little on the mirrors.
Yeah.
Like when a car's in the blind spot
indicator.
Yeah. I kind of did like that.
The only car that I would ever would say was my dream car is an old school rat rod. Like the old, like if I could have, I would love those. One of those things. Yeah.
I would like a Lincoln Continental Black.
Lincoln Continental Black.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you a picture. I have it.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
That was always, nice I've had this one picture on my phone for, I don't even know how long. It just keeps getting carried over.
Lincoln Continental Black.
Or I always wanted a lowered Bug. That was another thing.
I love Bugs.
Which we just talked about.
But it's not a dream car by any stretch.
No, but that would be fun to have.
It'd be fun to have.
It'd be like an extra car.
Right.
Okay.
It'd be a fun little putt car. Maybe turn it into a golf cart. It's small enough. That'd be kind of fun.
No. All right. Ready? Why did they crumple? Who crumpled this into a little tiny ball? I'm not picking that one. That's too hard to pick up. All right.
Oh, God.
What is your grossest habit?
Wow. Whoever wrote that, way to put us on blast.
What is my grossest? Okay, so
I
don't think mine's gross, but I bite my lips a lot. I bite like the skin on my lips.
Yeah.
Do you notice I do that?
You mentioned it a lot. I don't.
Yeah, I bite my.
I don't necessarily notice that you do it.
What else? I'm trying to think of. I mean, I don't like chew my toenails. I'm a guy.
Like everything I do is gross.
You don't have a lot of gross habits. I'm thinking of gross things in my head right now, and you don't do any of them. Thank goodness. Probably why I married you.
I'm trying to think of things that
I don't know if you really have any. Like,
I have to have one. But here's the problem. Maybe I do something I don't even realize I do it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of, like, if there's anything. But okay, what are gross habits? Like snot rockets. You don't do that. No. You don't pick your nose.
Nope.
Not in front of me.
Nope. Not if I can help it. I mean, if it's in there, you got to get it.
Yeah, but you don't do it in front of me.
No,
I can't talk about
that's so disgusting. The one thing that grosses me out. I'm so sorry this is happening right now.
You don't bite your nails.
No.
I don't bite my nails. What are other bad? I mean, sometimes I bite the cuticles.
I hate that feeling. You want to know a weird thing I do? It's not gross, but it's weird. It has to do with the cuticle thing. So you know how you get them little
skin.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hangnail, but not.
It's
My
like
favorite thing in the entire wide world is ripping that thing off and like that feeling you get.
you like pain.
Like when you rip that off, that feeling is awesome. I don't like the stinging afterwards, but that little like, I love that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is weird. It'll make you bleed. Well, maybe not
does.
you because you have thicker
No.
skin.
I don't know. Maybe.
Heard
What do I do?
habits.
No, not
I'm
weird.
a picker
Gross.
too. I do like to pick. Like I pick if I have something that's off. I'm a picker. Like if I have like dry skin, I'll sit there and like mess with it. But I don't
Yeah.
even realize I do it until it's like hurt.
Till it's too late.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I'm sure.
What do you do?
I don't know. I'm sure I have them. And I'm totally okay not completely having that conversation. Like I'm cool without. Let's move on. Cool. Thanks. That was nice.
If anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them up there for Jesse.
Oh God.
Why do you
Why
look so
me?
scared?
Well, because I know who's on here, and I'm sure some of them have
That's
some
why.
information. I don't. It's okay if you don't.
Come on, you got to read it out loud. I don't read it first. Oh, who wrote that? in
What
marker?
is your favorite color of the alphabet? Yes or no? This is what we get for asking the kids.
What is your favorite color of the alphabet? Yes or no?
No.
Maybe.
Next.
Okay.
I have no idea what that meant.
Oh wait, I'm next.
I don't think the kids drink
Favorite
at home.
color is black. Favorite alphabet letter?
J. It's got to be. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the kids' names, so you can't say that.
The
Or
letter.
I know. Okay.
Right.
What is the most impulsive thing you've ever done? Oh, this one's.
Why do
for
I
you.
feel like they're targeting?
I do feel like they're writing these to you then.
Everything I do
You
is
have a gross
impulsive.
habit, apparently. Impulsive. You are more impulsive than I am.
Everything I do is impulsive, without a doubt. I don't
A
do.
lot more impulsive.
I don't.
Scroll.
I don't do anything very well that's like plotting and planning.
Yeah. Hey, Daryl, we're answering
Yeah,
questions from the kids, so you haven't.
I'm not sure what you've missed. Anyway, I don't know. Okay.
What's the most impulsive
thing? Oh my God.
well, we just had the conversation about the scorpion shot. That was pretty impulsive on my part, but that was drinking impulsive, so that's
right,
different.
For you,
me sober,
good
I don't
Lord.
do a lot impulsively. I'm not very spontaneous.
The most impulsive thing I do.
I like to plan. I'm really boring like that.
I'm 100% the opposite. Like I want a gun. I buy it. I want to.
Yeah. Well, that's why we balance each other in a lot of ways. I
don't.
Impulsive. Well,
I don't plan.
You are kind of impulsive buyer. I'm the one that puts everything in the Amazon shopping cart and waits 2 weeks for the prices to go up.
Right. I just don't. I don't know. This goes back to having one life. Like I'm not waiting. What if I don't wake up tomorrow and I didn't decide to do that? I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess I'm dead. So
you're not as impulsive.
Maybe I should be less impulsive.
Like your sober impulsiveness is different than drinking impulsiveness.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
My drink when I was impulse back then was just that was a constant state of mind. Like everything I did was out of impulse.
I did a lot. One time I drove out to California to go see my sisters at midnight after a Korn concert. It was like I left the Pearl Theater, went home, grabbed some stuff, and hopped in the car. It was a horrible decision because I couldn't stay awake. My sister Misty had to stay on the phone with me for an hour and a half so I didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
It was horrible. I know. But
of all the ideas that I've heard about, that's definitely it's not the worst. I could probably we could do an entire we can do an hour-long thing about all the poor impulsive decisions.
I'm gonna let you move on with that one.
That's a
J is for Jordan.
J is for Jordan. There's that. I read the last one.
We jump off the topic when he got on.
Oh God. Okay.
Not
one of them had to bring it up.
Oh no.
Tiger King.
Yes.
Good or bad?
Whichever one that was. My favorite for the night. You get double dinner. What about Tiger King?
Good or bad?
Oh, both.
Tiger King is one of the worst shows I've ever watched that I couldn't turn off.
Yeah, that's why it was good. It's crazy.
Tiger King is
I think Daryl just watched it. My brother just watched it.
The problem with Tiger King is it's one of those things that you cannot it's literally a train wreck that you just can't you cannot fathom that these things occur.
Yeah. And it just layers on top of each
And I
other.
don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it, that has any intention of watching it, which
yeah. I mean, you're not going anywhere, so you might as well as give it a shot.
I don't.
But just know that it's insanely
it's crazy. It's
Carol killed Epstein. That'd be a fun twist. Carol Baskin.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know who Carol Baskin is?
Yeah, she's the crazy.
You stopped paying attention about halfway through Tiger King.
I couldn't do it. I cannot. The problem is like, I know people like that exist in the world, right? But those people just made a shit ton of money, all of them, because they're on a Netflix show that Netflix paid them, and every one of us sat there and watched it.
Maybe they.
So we just supported a bunch of meth addicts that own tigers. Congratulations,
and cult
United
leaders
States.
And
we have now supported
husband
the meth
killers
like,
and
yeah. And now there's probably another dead person, and who knows what else.
Well, maybe there'll be a sequel.
I don't know. I have a hard time with it. I really do.
Okay. Next question. In your opinion, was Christopher Columbus a good guy? That's random. I'm going to say no.
No.
I think Christopher Columbus is a tool.
He's a joke.
I think the fact that we celebrate him is...
He's what we call revisionist history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christopher Columbus didn't discover a damn thing.
And he did a lot of murdering.
He killed a lot of people. Yeah. No, he's
we shouldn't have a holiday.
No, we shouldn't have a holiday.
At what point do we get rid of the Columbus holiday?
We should. We are not religious. We don't do this for religious purposes. But we don't typically celebrate most holidays anyway. Yeah. Like there are certain ones like that are
Halloween is the only one we enjoy.
Yeah, I mean more like 4th of July, which is an interesting one because technically 4th of July was not really the date that any of it was signed.
Right.
It's just
it's kind of commercial. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of commercial.
Memorial
holidays.
Day, I 100% support Memorial Day because it's in remembrance of that.
That's not as commercial though. The commercial holidays like Easter and
Christmas any of the commercial holidays we don't do. Not for any other reason than they're just
Valentine's.
It's turned into a commercial.
Oh, some states have.
I hope so. Some states have gotten rid of it. Good.
Did they get paid, or was this because domestic documentary they didn't? What? Is Daryl asking about Tiger Kings? Did they get paid, or because it was a documentary they didn't? Oh, I don't know. Google it and tell us.
Okay, hold on. Somebody said that something was wrong.
Ooh, what's wrong, Tony? What did we do wrong?
You have to explain that one.
Carol did not kill.
Carol did not. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Because Carol said he is a weirdo and an egomaniac. Daryl said he finished it in 2 nights, which we finished all of it except for the very last episode in 1 day. And we had to turn it off because he wasn't paying attention and he was getting a little antsy-pantsy, grouchy. And I was at my max. Like I can take a lot, but it was too much.
Yeah, it got to be the point where it's like,
yeah, I was like, now what? What?
Like, and they literally could have turned it into a 2-hour program, called it a day, and moved on. But they drug it out. In my opinion, they drug it out way longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, they did for sure. Columbus was not evil. Oh, that'd be interesting to see that.
We can have an open debate about that anytime. Historically speaking, the way the school books are written, he was a great guy that discovered America, but he didn't discover anything and slaughtered thousands of people in Central America.
Yeah.
So I'd be more than happy to have that conversation. 100%. It's an interesting conversation for sure. Cause there are 2 sides of the story without a doubt.
I feel like I grew up with one side of it. And then now I feel like I have a different side. There's probably something in the middle, like all things. Daryl, that's true, Daryl. The documentary Tiger King did start before. Awesome.
Right. Yeah, that's
I was at there's side note, Tony. I was at the Hawaiian coffee place and saw an Eileen coffee over there. So just letting you know.
Right. And so for those of you that haven't seen the documentary that was being filmed for Netflix was not the documentary that was being filmed while the documentary was being filmed. They were 2 separate entities at the time.
They were. You did Tiger King. Okay.
No, you did Tiger. No, you did Columbus. We went back.
Oh gosh.
We kind of went back. Yeah.
Such a shit show.
It is a shit
All
show.
right.
Maybe that's what we should just call it. Well, there is a guy. He's actually a political guy. His name is Schlitt. I think he's a Schlitt show. I think is what it is.
Keep going.
Should teens have social media?
Ooh.
Oh God.
We're probably gonna have different opinions on this.
No.
Oh no, we have the same opinion.
No, you shouldn't.
Scroll down.
You guys are not mature enough to understand the repercussions of the effects of social media. No.
Yeah.
You should be 18 before you're allowed to have any form of it, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I don't give a damn, any of them. You're not old enough to understand what social media can do to a child.
Well, and the dangers of it and the social pressure
predators.
of it. But
Yeah.
the only one that I have been kind of okay with the idea of is Instagram, just because it can be a little bit more restricted in some ways. But, you know, when I see a kid's account that's not even private, it just irks the shit out of me.
Yeah. There's
but
a lot
no,
of
I
problems
don't.
with it.
Look, our kids all have some form of it. Jay really only has Instagram. So bye, Tony.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that. The problems with social media. I mean, you can get into the psychological effects of it on a minor. You can get into the physical effects because of the psychological things that happen.
Yeah.
You can get into the sexual predators are online. There's so many reasons why kids should not have any form of social media. And it's a continuous list. And I hope someday kids don't.
So gross.
But now kids, like there are kids who are literally handed a cell phone or a tablet at the age of walking. And that's how they're raised. They're raised.
Yeah. But there's a difference, I think, between having a tablet or a phone, like a smartphone for playing video games, like not video games, but playing like educational things or learning like where the circle goes into this, it's just a different, there's ways to use it in a better way. But having social media where you're constantly putting yourself out there for criticism, exposed to people, things, screenshots. I mean, I just don't think kids really understand, and they don't grasp the like how permanent it is when you put things out there. Like,
right. And so that's the other thing too, is let's say you put a picture out there, right? Let's say smack dab in the middle puts a photo up online, and we decide later that we no longer want it, that we don't want it on our page or associated with us in any way, shape, or form. That doesn't matter. That photo is still there.
Yeah.
It's just not where you could see it now.
Yeah. Well, and I've read so many different things about pedophiles and they have those sting operations, and it's just, you don't know who you're talking to. And when you hear these stories of girls, it's just the wrong way to get attention and boys. Right. Yeah. So anyways.
Well, and then there's the other side of it too, that now kids have almost basically determined their self-will or self-worth by the number of people that click a button.
Mm-hmm. If they have likes and views and
and it's sad, but that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the kids nowadays that are under 18, they were raised by people like Logan Paul, right?
Blech.
Garbage.
Yeah.
But
it's this shock
famous.
value, and it's not real. And I think that like you don't realize it when you're younger, that the things that you're seeing on social media aren't real. Like whether it's the pictures, fake. The body image and all of that stuff, like it's just not real.
Right. And it's hard. People under the age of 18 don't understand that. They don't. As much as they might.
One? Is it my turn?
It is
my turn. All right. What is the one thing you would eat for the rest of your life? Easy. I'm like slam dunk sushi.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's all kinds of different ones you can get. All forms of sushi.
Mine would be like meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, 100% meat and potatoes.
Give me a steak and a baked potato, and I mean, you can cook it, cut it. So you can do all kinds of stuff with it.
Yeah.
Bake it, mash it, twirl it, twist it, spin it, bop it. Like
I could not eat steak every single day.
I could. I absolutely
twist it.
could. Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it.
I can't believe, but sushi, you can get so many different kinds of sushi.
Yeah, I like sushi. It's one of my favorite things.
Get different kinds of steak too, but
yeah, I mean, you have fillets and tops.
Heavy.
And, yeah.
Well, yeah, you're a guy.
I don't know. Just give me some meat and potatoes. Call it a day. I'm all for that. But I was raised on good Mexican food.
I was raised on good
Mexican food.
I don't know. I don't have the
I
same love for
love-
Mexican food I used to. Maybe it's
I
because we live
love
in Nevada.
Mexican food.
We
It's
don't
not-
have good
definitely
Mexican
not the
food out
same
here.
but I would 100% go with.
Yeah, I like burritos and tacos
I like enchiladas.
and quesadillas. I'd still pick sushi though.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Right.
don't think I would.
Your turn.
I'm sticking with the meat potatoes.
Yeah, you're definitely meat and potatoes.
Oh boy. Oh god. All right, each one of you give your craziest conspiracy theory.
Oh God, who picked this question?
I know who picked this question, and thank you for that because this is right up my alley. I absolutely love it.
Somebody's kissing your ass.
Yeah, damn right they are, and they should be.
It's. I think. Well, I'm going to go to my first conspiracy theory. My very first one that I started to look into and started believing there was more behind the curtain than we were seeing was 9/11. And I'm not going to go into all of it, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of information that we just don't know. Yeah, right. Yes.
Nope.
You don't think so?
Maybe. I don't know.
No,
I don't. No.
What's your conspiracy?
9/11 at this point is no longer conspiracy in some aspects. Because
that was just my first.
Right.
That was my intro to conspiracy land. You have so many.
There's so many.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite one's the alien topic.
Yeah, that would be my next one.
The reason it's my favorite is because I've had an experience of my own, right? So I kind of personally attached to that.
Yeah.
Right. There are so many different documentaries you can watch. There's so many different versions of reality that you can watch.
There's just too many stories out there for there not to be something.
Right.
Right.
There's just, yeah. And then you have like different versions of aliens. You have the grays, you have the, yeah. I mean, it goes
scary.
There's just so many different things with it when it comes to the alien thing.
I have nightmares about aliens if I watch.
I love them. I really like.
It scares me.
You want to know? That's what I would do. You know what? I'm going to go back to the first question. If I had 5 lives, I'd figure out how to go up there and talk to them. I'd spend one entire life dedicated to getting to outer space so they beam me up, Scotty.
I wonder if there's people that have successfully made themselves be abducted versus just the random abductions.
I don't know, but there are.
Like, could you even believe them if they told you? If somebody was like, I stood on this spot at this time and they came and picked me up for dinner, would you even believe them?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I would much rather believe those people than not, because there's more evidence pointing to the fact that they're accurate. Are they maybe exaggerated? Sure. But there's more evidence every day, it seems like, that points to the fact that these things are real. These things are happening.
I'm not saying that I don't think that they're probably real.
Right.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you can purposely get yourself abducted.
I don't know. I don't know. There are
alien like application. There are
hotspots for it. Maybe I'll just drive out to one of the hotspots and see what happens.
I told you we should drive out to Area 51 just to go see the extraterrestrial highway. We've never been out there.
No, but my problem is I want to be like, oh, come on, we can get a little bit closer, and then they shoot you.
No, there's a fence with signs.
Like, I just want to.
That's where I come in. I just want to let you not die. All right. Hold on, I gotta undo this one. What is the most romantic thing about your partner? What? That's so weird from the kids. I don't know. What's the most romantic thing about my partner? You're on this spot right now. I think that I am probably more romantic than you are, or I used to be. There's such a out of all the questions, when you go on the road, like I'll write little notes and hide them sometimes.
But they're asking about your partner, not about your own. You do leave like little note, like you've done that. Even when I had a lunchbox I used to carry to work, you used to write them in there and stuff.
Little things.
Yeah.
You got me those. You sent me the bamboo heart-shaped money tree things not too long ago.
Right.
We were talking about things. We don't do a lot of dates and stuff. We just don't. I mean, he's on the road most of the time, so like we don't get to like, go out and do things. So I like when you sing, though. I do. I like when he sings, but he doesn't do that for me. It's not.
Yeah, I'm so glad Bridget got a kick out of this. The thing is, it's like
you used to be more romantic.
100%. But then we got married, and I'm just kidding. That's
kind of true.
That's what happened. But that's what always happens. I'm just kidding. It shouldn't happen.
Things about me have changed. Things about you have changed. It's just how it is.
It's like
you get a little bit more comfortable.
But the thing is, it's not like, I don't know, that there are things that we do for each other all the time.
Yeah.
That may not necessarily be considered romantic, but maybe they are.
If you have to say maybe they are, then they probably are.
No, I'm saying because we've always done them.
I know.
Like they probably used to be a romantic thing, but now it's like we've always.
Well, and I mean, I don't necessarily feel like there's romance missing in that. Like we cook together, right, and we do different things together. I feel like that's what kind of brings us together in a different way. I mean, but we don't do dinner out.
Right.
You don't buy me flowers.
No.
Not that I'd be totally opposed to flowers.
You told me you hate flowers because they die. You think it's a waste of money.
I like them occasionally because it's nice to have fresh flowers. I don't like flowers when they're expected. I think a lot of women would feel that way. I don't want flowers on Valentine's Day or my birthday. But like randomly, fresh flowers are nice.
That makes total sense. I get it now.
We like to make it complicated. Or maybe just me.
No way. You do?
Well, I can stop writing you notes. Okay. You have that kind of an attitude. Just kidding.
Oh, boy.
I don't really think I do much else.
Oh, wow.
You haven't wanted to change. Like you picked that so fast and started reading.
Yeah.
That changes subject.
Hint. Yeah, I caught on to that. Thank you. Is military school a reasonable form of discipline?
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, I think it depends on the kid.
I don't.
Oh, I think military school could be a blessing for some kids.
I think it's great for all kids.
I think then they're away from their parents and stuff. And at what point are you taking like all kids? If you take kids away from their parents, which sometimes would be good, but
100%.
I think that kids should have some type of like the ROTC program in school and things like that. Learn about the military, learn about its history, ranks, things like that. I think that should be something taught in schools.
Yeah. But I also think that kids 100% need to, because think about it like this. When they turn 18, they have the right to go do whatever they want at that point. So they can up and leave and go out on their own and do whatever they want. Now they don't have the dependency issues now, right? They're on their own. So they have to figure it out. Sink or swim.
Right.
If they would have gone to military school for 1 year, every kid, it would at least teach them to learn how to live away from their parents. It'll
but I mean, I think it can backfire in some ways too for the kids that aren't prepared for that kind of control and structure. I mean, I really think it depends on the kid, but I do think that there should be an education in it. Well, Kaylee, she was in ROTC and had to dress out. She didn't. I know. I'm just saying it didn't. Like she didn't stay in it though.
The most academically well-rounded person in my life was in ROTC, and it doesn't make or break the person. It's not.
But don't you think it's important that they have an appreciation for?
100%. They need to be. Well, that's everybody.
At what age should they go to military school then? If they were to go, like you said, for a year, what age should they go then? Should it be like 17 between child and adult?
Yeah.
Should it be 16 and then they come home for a year?
Anytime in their high school years.
Oh.
Yeah. Freshman through senior. 1 year.
What was the question though? Is it about discipline?
Is military school a reasonable form of discipline?
See, and that's
100%. It is 100%.
I think kids that are getting in trouble should absolutely go to some type of boot camp or military. But I don't know if all kids need it.
I think it would be good for all kids. I still am of the opinion that this is one of the regrets that I'll have for the rest of my life. I never went to the military, and I wish to God I had made that choice to go. and I'll regret it till the day I die.
But then we're handing our kids over to the government for a year.
It's not a government. Military schools aren't necessarily government run.
I mean, okay. But it's going to be.
I mean, you could have a private.
It's not like it's any different than like.
It would be no different than a private school.
Core government curriculum.
Yeah, Common Core is
crap,
garbage.
So
for anyone else who doesn't, if you got kids in school, that Common Core is stupid.
Okay, I'm going on to the next one. What is your biggest pet peeve? I have a lot of pet peeves.
Yeah, one of them is lip, like when people eat, when they smack their lip, like loud, like that.
You told me you could hear me chewing last night. Is that different? Because you could hear me chewing with my mouth closed?
Yes, hearing you chew and your lips smacking are not the same.
Do I do that?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I do.
I can't stand it. I have some people that I work with that I refuse to go to lunch with them because they cannot keep their damn mouth shut when they eat.
Oh, that's
it drives me. Oh my God. And I got to the point where I'm like, can I get another table? Like, I don't want to sit with, and I just stopped going to lunch with them. I can't go. It drives me insane. Close your damn mouth.
What's another one that you have?
That's the only one that gets under my, like that I'm aware of that gets under my skin. You get
so amped. I have a lot. I think.
That one drives me
I have a lot
crazy.
Of little pet peeves, but I don't like noise. I'm very noise sensitive. I don't like water bottles. I don't like tapping. I don't like balloons. I'm like noise. There's noises that it gets under my skin, and then I like want to strangle people. So noises are a pet peeve.
I don't know if I have another.
Not picking up after yourself. Hint, hint. If the kids are watching.
I was like, wait a minute.
Not you. I mean, then I have like driving pet peeves, but who doesn't have that stuff? Like, use the on-ramp to get up to freeway speed,
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
The driving thing, I used to be really bad about having like certain things that would drive me crazy. But now since I've been driving a rig for so long, like nothing bothers me behind the wheel anymore. Because if you get pissed off driving a big rig, you can hurt somebody. Like, you can't get mad driving a big rig. So you just got to take it for what it's worth, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some things that happen that I'm like, you idiot, right?
Right.
But when it comes to like driving a four-wheeler, like an actual car, like I don't get as mad anymore as I used to. I think it was I think that's that spiritual sense that once you get to that point that things happen when it happens. You hit a red light, no big deal, whatever. But every once in a while, there's those things that are like, what are you doing? It's really frustrating. Yeah.
I don't know if I have, I know 100% that I have other pet peeves. I just can't think of, and I don't even know if pet peeve's the right word, or I just like things in a particular way or not.
I think yours is more OCD than
very possible. I've gotten so much better though, over the years, like a lot better. Like it used to be like the toilet paper thing. I used to like, it has to be over. And I would even change that when I went to like people's houses if they didn't. I couldn't help myself. So like,
I didn't know
I don't do that.
I didn't know it was a thing until we dated round one.
Yeah. And you fixed my toilet paper holder in round one.
And I put the toilet paper in wrong and never heard the end of it.
No, it wasn't that bad. I'm such a drama queen.
I really don't have many. I do with the kids. I shouldn't have to tell you twice. Or your mom shouldn't have to tell you twice.
Yeah.
That shit drives me nuts.
Lying is probably my biggest pet peeve in all human beings.
But that's Is
that a pet peeve? I don't know if that is.
I don't know if that's a pet peeve. Like,
but number one, I'd rather deal with the truth and be pissy than find out I'm being lied to.
Yeah, 100%. But
and I hold grudges to a certain degree too.
Oh, I 100% do.
Yeah.
We actually
it's hard for me to get over things.
Me and one of my coworkers were having this conversation this morning. We worked with this individual for a period of time, and he happens to be a little bit higher up the chain. And he sent this one email out that was interesting, to say the least. I'm not legally allowed to say anything. I really don't know. I probably already said too much, but anyway. And then to our faces, this guy's acting like hunky dory and all this kind of shit. And then, I'm not a very friendly guy when I know what you're up to.
Right. You don't fake it well either.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at pretending.
Me either.
And I wear my asshole on my face.
Yeah.
When I, yeah, I said that. And so I don't hide it well. So if I'm in a foul mood and it's because of a specific individual and their actions, that specific individual will be well aware of my assholeness.
Yeah. I don't fake it. I don't fake it very well either.
And especially in the field. I can hide it better, like with friends and family. I do a pretty good job of keeping it under wraps, like whatever, just let it go.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
You do better than I do.
But when it comes to the people that I work with, I don't put up with you.
It's different though. You're in like the kind of a guy's field and construction field. Like I had a really hard time with it in the sales side of things too. I just had a hard time faking it. There's something about the older I got, the harder it got to BS things. And
I don't do two-faced.
Yeah.
Or idiot. Like if you're dumb, there's a lot of problems.
I don't remember the question anymore.
The
pet
peeves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, the whole two-face thing, when you try to tell me, oh, hey, what's up, buddy, and all this bullshit, and then you go around lying behind my back or saying whatever you're saying behind my back. Yeah. I don't do that.
That's probably why I don't have a lot of friends. We just, we just hang out with each other a lot.
I'm sure there's more reasons than that. And then there's one more.
Oh, go.
Favorite animal?
Oh.
Mine's a sloth. Used to be a wolf.
Sloth.
I used to be the biggest fan.
Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff in the garage.
Of wolves. I loved them. They were cool. They're like super majestic. Like the idea of the like pack mentality and all that. Like they're just the most beautiful creature in the world. And I still like them, but not nearly as much as I'm in love with the sloth.
You are.
I absolutely.
You have a great sloth impersonation. You have a sloth onesie.
Yes. I love it. Oh my God. Sloths are the greatest thing ever. And I don't know why, like,
I don't even know where that came up from. And that was before sloths became popular now.
Yeah.
Like
it's
now
been a
you
few
see
years.
sloths.
Right.
But you had that sloth onesie before it was even.
I've had the sloth onesie since 2016?
Yeah. 15 or 16.
15 or 16. I don't remember, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, sloths are by far the most cool animal ever. They're just so chill and they're always happy. Like that's if I could come back as an animal, that's the one.
Do you think they're happy or they just have a perma grin on their face?
It takes them too long to frown.
They'll forget what they're sad about.
They forget. They're just like, oh well.
I like baby goats. I don't know if that's my favorite. Little pygmy goats.
Pygmy goats, yeah.
And they're happy and they jump.
They springy little shits.
I wanted to get a pygmy goat as a pet.
We were actually talking about how to replace the dogs when that day comes, and pygmy goat was one of the first things we brought up.
I don't want to get another dog. I'd rather have a pygmy goat, and the pygmy goat can go in and out the dog door. I'll cuddle with the pygmy goat.
That's so weird.
I don't know the downside to having one though.
I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure they'll eat carpet. I mean,
well, then we get hardwood floor.
Okay, well, we have tile floor. Walk.
Why? Yeah, I can. Well,
I can put ice skater.
I can put little booties on it.
We are not dressing up the goat. Oh my God.
I don't really have a favorite animal other than that. I'm not big on favorites in general though. I don't have favorites. I don't feel like I commit to anything 100%.
Well, here's the problem I have with oh, that was so see, you are romantic.
I know I am. You're not.
No, I'm not.
Just kidding.
I try to be sometimes.
Just kidding. It was like set up. I had to.
It was good.
Okay.
But my problem with favorites, and this is like way deeper than it needs to be. My problem with favorites is if you have a favorite, you remove the ability to enjoy other things.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, and that's part of why I don't say I have a favorite this or that, except for animals. Like animals are cool, all of them, but sloths are way cooler than all of them. Like,
but
without
if
a doubt.
Sloths are favorite, then that means that you don't like hippos.
Right, by saying that, right. But hippos are cool. Just not as cool. I
guess it doesn't say that. You're just saying it's your favorite of them.
Yeah, because a lot of times you like once you're so focused on that one thing, whether it's food, like if my favorite food is Mexican food, you're only going to focus on Mexican food. You're not going to eat sushi. You're not going to have steak. You're not going to.
I feel like it devalues everything else.
It does devalue everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% deeper than it needs to be in that conversation. We're talking about favorite animals, but That's what happens.
No.
Yeah, I 100% think that's part of the reason why I don't say I have a favorite car, for example, because I appreciate a lot of cars. There's a lot of car, like 1969 Camaro.
Benefits to
it's a beautiful car.
A lot of different ones. Yeah.
There was I think it was like a 1939 Ford pickup that this old firefighter guy I used to know back in the day had. It was a white thing, nothing fancy, just really clean. Absolutely love that truck. It was old.
But was it your favorite?
Nope.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like I appreciate a lot of them. I don't know that I have a favorite one. Currently today, like if I would go buy one, it'd be 100% right.
A Gladiator. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I have because then I think it does. I think if you say I have a favorite anything,
that's why we don't say we have a favorite kid for the kids that might be watching. That's a constant battle.
It is a constant battle.
Who's
and favorite? I'll tell you right now, there are favorites, and it changes every 3.5 seconds.
Yeah,
depends on who's breathing at the time, or who's talking, or who's doing the dishes.
Jay emptied the dishwasher earlier.
It's good. Yeah. Who's put them away? Who's put them in?
Nobody yet. Anyway, they're still sitting in the sink.
Just saying, there's ways to climb the ladder.
Sitting in the sink. In case anyone's listening.
In case they're watching by chance.
So, and then we'll have to go make them dinner now. It wasn't bad. They were pretty good to us.
They were pretty good. I was totally worried.
I was 100% thinking we were going to have I was going to turn red at some point. 3
of the most smart ass kids are sitting right behind that wall right there. Yeah. And they didn't take their opportunity, which is shocking. And I guess we should be grateful for that.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for not throwing us under the bus because you had every opportunity to.
Oh, there's Jordan. All of a sudden, my ears aren't working.
Yeah, of course. We start talking about chores.
Because we didn't call her
they just.
Oh, I thought because we didn't call her the favorite.
Nope.
She didn't want to listen anymore.
We started saying how you can climb the ladder, and she said, I can't hear. That's typical kids. Yeah.
I wonder what they're up to right now.
Yeah, I don't know. So Wednesday, we're going to come back 6:00. Wednesday, we're doing the Federal Reserve and how it's all garbage and doesn't need to be, and how taxation is a crime.
Okay.
So I'll get into all that stuff on Wednesday.
I'll probably just be here listening.
And then Friday, you're doing
probably the prison stuff.
Your prison, the prison reform and some of the things that have gone wrong.
Yeah.
In our criminal system. Yeah.
I have to research it though.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot too. You've
researched. You
basically researched it for the last 5 years.
I don't know numbers and stuff off the top of my head.
Right. Right. So anyways, we're going to get into those two. So Wednesday will be taxation is theft. I love that. And Friday's crime. Jail.
And I still want to do like some type of survey thing. So I might throw that out. So that might go up on the page as well. It's like
we'll get a survey
side combo.
Yeah.
So
all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the Kid Edition. It was fun.
It was nice. Yeah. Nice and lighthearted.
Yeah, it's good. So. All right. Thank you guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Guys.